Alright guys, today we're gonna replace the brake pads and probably rotors on this Dodge Ram 3500. It's a 2012. I just took the wheel off. If you need a video on how to do that, God bless, I might make one, but not today. So I'm gonna start out with getting the C-clamp. Pistons have been almost fully extended. They're fully extended. So I'm gonna go in with the C-clamp. I'm gonna work like top, bottom, so I don't have one closed too much before the other. Let's see. Okay. All right, and this should easily come off now when you loosen these bolts. All right, this one back here is a 5/8. Okay. 2 bolts back here. You want something to set this on when you take it off, so I'm gonna go grab a block. I don't have another block, but I do have a cooler, so that's what we're gonna set it on. Take that off. Ooh, brakes just slid off. Okay, I'm gonna unhook it from this line because you don't need it pulling on nothing. All right, and you could just reconnect these. It's just fasteners, right? You can just reconnect them when you put it back on. Okay, this is that back brake. On that front piece, it just came off. Let's see. I think it's like melted on there. This is gnarly. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is the brake pad that you're getting rid of. And you're gonna unclip it like you should have to do on the back side, but I guess you don't have to when they're that bad. Right now I'm gonna take this off the back side. I think we're gonna take these big bolts off because I'm gonna take the rotor off and replace that. So these are about a 24 millimeter. So we're gonna go get that and come back. Before I do that, I'm gonna just compress these down again with my C-clamp. Okay, this brake fluid, I don't know where it's coming from. Maybe from that brake line. We're gonna have to replace that if that's where it's leaking from. I think it is. Yeah. Pretty sure it's not supposed to be doing that, so we'll probably end up fixing that too while we're here. All right, to do the back side of the calipers, we're gonna use a 15/16 on the impact. This took me forever to figure out what size it was, so save yourself time. Here, it slides loose right after you get those out. Use a 7/8 socket to get all these out. It's a tight fit. I'm gonna do it in a star pattern so you're not getting too much pressure on one side. Just like when you take your tire off. you twist forever. You can go ahead and take this off now. But be careful because it's heavy. There we go. Way easier than I thought we were gonna have to do it. Well, my shit just split again, so that's great. All right, so for this, you're gonna have to like try and loosen it and then bang it off. All right, make sure you have the right side. We're gonna spray some brake cleaner all over it. Now we're gonna put it on. Oof. Grab this and put it back on. All right, for mine, I have to like hold the bottom for me to push this back on there and it be in the right position. Put it on like a starfish. All right, put it on like a star with all these round. What do you mean flush? Ooh, fuck. Ooh, gross. Damn it. Let that bitch dry a minute. All right, next we're gonna put the calipers and the brakes back on. All right. New brake pads. Oh look, we can do a new versus old. New brake pad, old brake pad. All right, next we're gonna grab this caliper thing, put it back up on here. Right where it needs to be. 15/16, I think. Okay, that's good. Now we're gonna slide the brakes in on both sides. All right, if your brakes were as bad as these brakes were, you're gonna have to take these little clips out because they won't come out with the other brakes. All right, and then you're gonna get this bag of new clips with your new brakes. I'm gonna use, well, I guess I should have got 4 out. Wiggle those clips in there. Spray this brake cleaner all over these. All right, so I don't know how you tell which is which, but there's definitely a front and a back one. This one ended up being our back one. together. These kind of don't have a place. You're really going to be smushing them down when we use the C-clamp to clamp the caliper all over it. Okay. So we're going to grab this. Put this motherfucker back on. It was like this. Okay. Oh, before we do that, we're going to put this down. We're going to take these things off and replace them, I think. Pull this one out, take this little thing off, and we're going to replace it with the ones they gave us. And put some of this grease on it. All right, now it's all lubed up. I'm going to put it back in there. This one too. All right. Now we're gonna grab our caliper and you turn it with the pistons in the back and then slide it on. You might have to press those things we just took out in and then slide it on there. All right. And then we're gonna place these little bolts. Get it just where it's sitting in there so it's not hanging. See, where's the other one? Leaking all this brake fluid. This is leaking brake fluid. We're gonna replace that too. Let's see. I think these are both 18s. I'm gonna put those in. Make sure it's lined up. All right, we're gonna make sure it's lined up and screw that bolt in. And then I'm gonna use the C-clamp to compress this on there, and then I'm gonna screw those on a little bit more. All right. That's a little bit tighter. I'm gonna move it up and do it on the upper half. Slide that bitch off. Put it over here. I know why everything's gotta be a bitch to me, but it is when I'm fucking working. I don't care. Okay. Were you the one in the driveway or one of the kids are? What part are you at? Okay. There you go.
Put the other brake down?
Yep. It might be a bitch, but slide that bitch on the top and then tighten the top like you did the bottom. And then take that off. Okay, now you gotta do the foot pounds for all the little bolts all around.